We have with us the advocate representing Mr. Prajwal Revanna, Arun G, with us. Thank you so much, sir, for joining. So the main question is, when will Prajwal Revanna return to India and when will he be produced before the SIT officials?
Madam, today I have made a communication with SIT saying that my client would require 7 days time to come and cooperate to the investigation. So we would stand by that request and we would abide to that request.
So when you say the 7 days time, is there a stipulated date that you have in mind, or is it going to be within 7 days or on the 7th day?
I think probably you have taken a hint from what answer I am giving to all the channels. As I said, when we have given something like 7 days, it could be tomorrow, there is the second day, or it could be the 7th day. So depending on various things, probably we'll take a decision for him to come and cooperate to the investigation.
In case he fails to appear before the SIT officials within the stipulated time frame, there could be a probability of his arrest. What does Prajwal Revanna and you have to say to that?
See, for all legal probabilities, we would have a legal recourse. Okay. And as on today, like, I can only speak to the extent of what is been already written in the letter, saying that he is coming. He is coming and he will be cooperating.
So when you look at the videos, the allegations are pretty grave and pretty disturbing as well. What does Prajwal Revanna have to say to this, and what is your line of defense?
See, first of all, whatever which is there in the public domain, I do not have the benefit to see through what all videos have been relied by the SIT as on today. I do not have that benefit. Frankly speaking, the only extent of information what I have is the extent of information which has been disclosed in the first information report in crime number 107 of 2024, which has been registered by Olanarsipura police station. And now this has been investigated by SIT. Going by that FIR, there is nothing which has been forthcoming about any specific videos as such of the complainant in that case. So insofar as the rest of the things which is there in the media or elsewhere, probably once I have the benefit to look into it, and once probably I can show it to my client, or these are the videos which has been creating a disturbance or creating problem to you for all these reasons, probably he will be in a better position to answer it, point one. And insofar as he did anticipated that these kind of morphed videos or images would be utilized for defaming him. And that is the reason last year itself he had filed a civil suit and there was an ex parte injunction order so far as which restricted all the medias to disclose these kind of images or to telecast these kind of images. So now, as is like 1 year's back anticipation, now because to whatever extent he had felt being aggrieved, he filed a civil suit. As on today, we do not know, frankly speaking. We ourselves do not know what is that images. There are so many numbers.
But even talking about the same FIR, the complainant has also mentioned that WhatsApp videos were taken and there were vulgar conversations that were made not just to her but even to her daughter. And this points to sexual harassment, of course, but then some of the videos, when one looks at it, the gravity of it also points to rape. The tracing of victims is on. So what is Prajwal Revanna's line of defense?
See, once a person is called as a victim, or once a person who is actually a victim, we as a society, we should give the fullest cooperation that a proper action is taken against the wrongdoer who has made any A or a B individual to get into a victim stage. So there is no justification about as to what caused the victimness. But my concern is only these things. Insofar as going by the complaint, there are allegations. She has to support it with the evidence. And if there are certain acceptable evidence, probably even SIT will consider. And SIT will also see the genuineness. And SIT will also, this is what I sincerely believe, will also see all things from all angles. What is there already in the public domain, they will see everything by that, every angle. Thereafter, they will file their report. It could be in favor of my client, or it could be in the favor of the FIR which has been already filed. So when it comes, probably I will be in a correct position to comment on all those things when it has been culminated into a charge sheet.
Sir, a little before we started speaking, the Chief Minister of Karnataka had written a letter to the Prime Minister seeking a cancellation of the diplomatic passport enjoyed by Mr. Prajwal Revanna. What do you have to say to that?
So sincerely, I don't want to comment on that because it can be called as, there is something called as an administrative action which can be adopted. There could also be an political action which can be employed. I think I do not know to which category it would fall under. So only time will tell whether he is correct or whether central government is involved or whether state government is involved. All that I can say is that with respect to the case which has been registered.
Agreed that there has been a political fallout in this. The Congress seems to be blaming the centre for Mr. Prajwal Revanna fleeing the country and vice versa. Did he really flee the country knowing about and what was to come?
For that question, I can tell only one thing. It's absolute no. It was not a case of such situation. He left. There were certain plans. As per his plans, he left. As on the date when he left, to my understanding as on today, there was no SIT, there was no case as such which has been registered, there was no a particular victim who had gone before any legal authority as on the day when he left. Subsequently, when he has left, there are certain events which is not so welcoming to my client. So, and that it has taken into a form of a criminal case. So let us fight it out. That's all I think.
My final question to you. I'm sure you've also been doing all the research and there are questions in the air about who really leaked those videos.
I think there are so many answers in the media. You have to choose and you have to telecast it.
Thank you so much for that. That was Mr. Arun G talking about Mr. Prajwal Revanna claiming that those videos are morphed and that he would be appearing before the SIT within 7 days time frame. With camera person Govind, Pratibha Raman in Bengaluru for NDTV.